Hello and good day everyone. Today in Codeigniter Expert Symposium, I'll be discussing some of the security concerns in web development, specifically for PHP programmers and how the Codeigniter 4 framework can help address many of these security issues in today's digital era. For start, I would like to introduce our presentation content for today. First, we will go through on security concern in web development for PHP programmers. This including well-known threats like SQL injection and new type of attack. And then, secondly, I will introduce about Codeigniter 4 framework and its features, including how it can help PHP programmers to secure and strengthen their web application. Moreover, I also explain about key security features equipped with Codeigniter 4, such as input validation, SQL security, secure authentication library, and many others. I also want to demonstrate a real-life XSS attacks and mitigation effort to curb the flaw using Codeigniter 4 security function. Finally, we will dive into the overall findings and the features of Codeigniter 4 in web development. In recent years, the digital landscape has witnessed an unprecedented surge in technological advancement. With this progress, however, come an escalating concern for the security of web application. Today, security is not just a feature, it's a necessity. As web developer, we face a myriad of threats ranging from SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and cross-site request forgery. The importance of fortifying our application against this threat cannot be overstated. This is where frameworks play a pivotal role. They not only provide the tool to create dynamic and iterative web applications, but also serve as a robust shield against potential security breach. In this context, we explore how Codeigniter 4 stands out as a secure foundation for our web development endeavors, addressing the growing security concern head-on. And now, we move to the introduction to the Codeigniter 4. Maybe some of us here never heard or know about this Codeigniter 4 framework, but it's been a while since the February 2006 and almost 17 years Codeigniter has existed. It's an open source software under MIT license, so you can use it for free without any charge. Codeigniter also very popular and it has proved itself in a GitHub web page with 80,730 code fork for entire past 10 years. And then Codeigniter 4 also has empowered almost 487,000 websites of the top 10,000 website market. Codeigniter 4 is not just any other framework, it's a powerful and lightweight tool that developers around the world are embracing for its simplicity, flexibility, and outstanding performance. If you want to know about Codeigniter, you can visit them at codeigniter.com. First of all, why I choose Codeigniter 4 as a tool best to secure web application development. First, Codeigniter follow the model view controller architecture pattern, which help separating the application logic into three interconnected components, which is model for database, view for HTML presentation, and then controller for logic PHP. And then Codeigniter include built-in security features such as input validation, SQL injection prevention, XSS filtering to help developer create a secure application. It also has a simple database abstraction layer supporting various databases like MySQL, Oracle, MySQL Server, and many more, which make it easy to switch between database provider without changing much of the code. Codeigniter is known for its performance due to its minimalistic design. It doesn't have the extensive features of some other framework, which can contribute to faster execution time. Codeigniter also easy to learn for beginner and novice PHP programmer. And finally, Codeigniter has a well-documented user guide and active community of developers around the world who contribute to provide support and share resources, making it easier for developers to find help when needed. But it's not all. There are tons of other Codeigniter features that you need to explore. And now, we want to deep dive about the key security features of the Codeigniter framework. The first one is a cross-site scripting protection or XSS protection. Codeigniter 4 is equipped with built-in mechanism to counter XSS attack. XSS vulnerabilities can be gateway for malicious actor to inject malicious script into the web page, compromising user data and security. Let's take a look at a snippet of Codeigniter 4 code that showcases its XSS protection. Here, the input post method automatically applies XSS filtering when the second parameter is set to true. This is simple yet effective measure to prevent potential XSS vulnerabilities in user input. Another critical aspect of web security is protection against cross-site request forgery or CSRF. Codeigniter 4 incorporates robust CSRF protection mechanism to safeguarding our applications against unauthorized action initiated by malicious entities. Let's explore a code snippet illustrating Codeigniter 4 CSRF features. In this example, the CSRF hash function generates a unique CSRF token, and the token is included in the form. Open form submission, the controller will check the submitted token against the generated token, ensuring protection against CSRF attack. Another security features of Codeigniter 4 is to validate the input and sanitize any user input. In this dynamic world of web development, user input is both a boon and a potential threat. Codeigniter 4 simplifies the process of input validation and sanitation, reducing the risk of malicious input compromising the integrity of our PHP application. Please consider the following code snippet. Here, the setRule method defines validation rule for username and password field. The form validation run method then validates the inputs against these rules, allowing developer to ensure the user input meet specific criteria before processing it. This measure is taken to prevent from the Unicode malicious input entered into the application and can jeopardize the entire system. This is the most important security features in Codeigniter 4, which is a database prepare statement and database query binding. What does both function do actually? Prepared statement prevent SQL injection attack by separating SQL code from user input, while query binding further enhance security by automatically escaping user input. Let's explore a code snippet that illustrates Codeigniter approach to secure database interaction. In this example, the query builder is utilized to create a secure query to retrieve user information like its username and email against the ID field. As a robust PHP framework, the Codeigniter handles all the preparation of the statement and binding of parameters, preventing SQL injection vulnerabilities or access to the core database. This is another core security features of Codeigniter 4, which is built-in authentication libraries. User authentication is a cornerstone of web security, and Codeigniter 4 provides a suite of authentication libraries to simplify and secure the important process. In this snippet, the authentication library is used to check user credentials and authenticate the user. For example, a user John Doe with a password 123 wants to access the system, and Codeigniter authentication library has provided a secure way on how to validate and authenticate this user. The library not only manages the login and logout process, but it also handles password hashing and verification automatically, making the entire process is secure and efficient. In this example, the focus is not only on the functionality but on the security consideration embedded in Codeigniter 4. It includes session management and authentication. Together, I appreciate how the framework goes beyond convenience, providing a secure foundation for user interaction in our web application. As a robust framework, Codeigniter also included a built-in XSS protection feature to help developers mitigate security risks associated with it. XSS attack occur when an application allows user input to be processed and displayed on a web page without a proper validation or escaping, allowing malicious script to be injected and executed in the context of other user browser. And now, let's see the real-life XSS attack and the way we can mitigate it using Codeigniter framework. I will start this XSS case study by using the simple web application. This web can receive user input and save it to a database, and then it can be recalled again and shown to the public. Let's start the case study by inputting a malicious code. The common malicious code is using a JavaScript code to execute a malicious actions on the browser. I will input the JavaScript code into the description text box. After the data has been saved to the database and display it again to the public, you can notice how the saved data has transformed into a malicious action. When someone hovers around the click me text, it will pop up a message. This suppose not happen in a normal or common web operation. This is actually a real XSS attack, but in a simple form. I will delete this malicious data and show how we can use Codeigniter for security features to prevent this kind of attacks. Let's delete this useless data first. I will update my source code using a library from Codeigniter. The first one is I need to enable the security features, XSS security features in a Codeigniter config file. I will change the global SSL filtering from false to true. And then I include the XSS security library into the main source code. After the security library is included, I will try to invoke the main method that filter the XSS malicious Unicode input. The method is called XSS clean and receive only one parameter, which is the input posted by the HTML form. Let's save the source code and refresh the web browser again. I will try to input the same malicious code again to see if the mitigation approach we are enabled just now is working. I save the malicious code. See, our approach has worked. The code actually is not functioning. See, when I hover the cursor onto the malicious code, nothing happened, no pop-up whatsoever. And at here, you can see the malicious input or Unicode character has been removed automatically by the Codeigniter security library. As you can see from the previous demonstration, it was proven that Codeigniter 4 is able to mitigate any web application threat. It is not only limited to the XSS but also SQL injection, CSRF protection, and also input validation as well as database protection. Let's see the summary and future of Codeigniter in this digital era. The future of web development with Codeigniter 4 holds an exciting possibility. As technology advances, so does the need for framework that not only provide functionality but also prioritize security. Codeigniter 4 is well positioned to meet this evolving demand, with a development roadmap that includes enhanced security, improved performance, and compatibility with the latest PHP version. Moreover, the Codeigniter community serves as a vibrant hub for knowledge exchange and collaboration. Developers can anticipate an ecosystem that fosters innovation, sharing best practice, and the continuous evolution of web development standards. By embracing Codeigniter 4 today, developers not only benefit from its current security advances, but position themselves at the forefront of the next wave of secure and efficient web development. In conclusion, Codeigniter 4 is not just a framework, it's a gateway to a secure, collaborative, and innovative future in web development. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the security advantage of embracing Codeigniter framework. As we step into the future, let's continue to code securely, collaborative, and with the assurance that Codeigniter 4 will be steadfast companion on the road ahead. Thank you, and until we meet again. Bye-bye.